20 of them will be in one house. Black neighborhoods, while we fighting over who block that is, the Hispanics came in on the west side. They started with 20 of them in one house. Then they bought a house next door. Now it's 10 and 10. Then they bought a house next door. Now it's 5 and then we look up. They got the whole block now. We like, what the fuck going on?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to work together. We so busy trying to be a boss on our own and don't nobody want to do nothing to help nobody. We fucking up the program. White people, black people. Bro, I told myself the other day, it just popped in my head. I said, I'm going to tell my kids they can stay with me as long as they want to.
Okay.
I'm not about to get to the
18.
and it's time to go now. You can live with me the rest of your life as long as we are putting a plan together for this family to be successful. We all gonna live together.
The time is coming where you won't be able to get right with the Lord. It says in the Bible that they tried to find death and they could not find it. What do you think it was talking about? It wasn't talking about real death. It's talking about you wanting to die to yourself when it's too late. Can you imagine? You've seen every video I posted, every video. The Lord's been pulling you all these different times and you still haven't come to the Lord? And when that time comes, when the time is cut off, that's all you're going to be thinking about. It's how you should have came. It's how you should have answered the pull. It's how you should have answered the call. That's what you're going to be thinking about because you didn't decide to come to the Lord because you thought the world was going to go back to normal. You better grab onto the hand that the Lord is giving you right now. You better listen to the message that the Lord is giving you right now. Take heed to the trumpets. Take heed to the messengers. Take heed to the message. I am telling you, we are stepping into that time. Wake up.
Welcome to the Dr. Crip Show. It's your host, Dr. Crip. Thank you again for coming to the show, liking, subscribing, spreading the word, doing your thing. Everything is going good. All praises due, to the Most High. Everything is looking good on this side. We soon will be, hopefully, we got our fingers crossed, where we will be in the new studio where we could do something different, show you this new format we coming with. Crip TV Network, for some information for you. Crip TV Network, it's a thing that me and some others came up with, where it's just 24/7 situations, content, interviews, music, whatever. But the source of the show, what we generate, we want to start giving back to the neighborhoods. We don't want to encourage your hood days and stuff like that, but we assume that's the only days that most people come around or whatever. So we want to try to everybody hood day. We want to start trying to have gift cards for people. We want to try to everybody hood. We want to try to give hygiene, the same PPP supplies, hygiene, medical, clothes, everything that we used to do, but just now we want to do it on a global level, a nationwide level and a citywide level, to where when we do something, it's affected to all the neighborhoods, not just 9-0s and the neighborhood court. No, everybody benefit. We want this packet to go out to everybody. We want everybody, all the Crips and the Bloods, the neighborhoods, because they have people. See, what they don't understand, Crips and Bloods, what they fail to realize is that we have family. Your family is suffering because you come in the house, you dummy, with this on your face now. And it's preventing me. I need you to go to the store. You can't go to this store because you don't understand how you just messing up the family. Because if you read the book, it tells you, man, when you have gang addiction, mental disorder, it causes severe depression, family dysfunction, alcoholism, drug addiction, or what is it? lean and all this, you know. So we don't want none of that, bro. We trying to eliminate all that, you know. We don't want no more juveniles and kids going through that, man. You know, so that's what the Dr. Crip show is about. Trying to help with that. So this format, this program, this is to Black progress. That's the key. Black progress. United we stand. Listen, that's the goal, man. That's what we doing. That's what it's all about. Black progress, helping the youth, the next generation from not even coming this way. So that's the goal that we on, and that's what we want to do. So, but you know what I did want, we still doing fan comments, and it's we got some doozies, man. I really want to read some of these comments to you. And I told you that we was going to start with some of the early comments, right? Some of the first shows that we did. So we have some shows that we got. And one of the shows that we got, somebody brought to my attention and said, hey, Dr. Crip, man, you know, there's 21 comments on that one video. What? I didn't even know that. Let me go check it out. So, this particular video, man, it was done. Let me see. Wait a minute. I had it. Where'd it go? Oh, wow. I just had it. Where'd it go? Man, where did that video go? Oh, my God. Here we go. But, yeah, like I said before, while I find this video, what the format for the Dr. Crip show is that this show, we trying to get it together where we just got content where you could watch, people could, you know, send in music, you know, as long as it's positive, you know. I'm not really going to play negative music and stuff like that, but it got to have some type of message to it, to where, you know, it's something positive. You know, it ain't got to be just super positive, you know, but long as it got a message to it of what not to do or what to do or what could happen, you know, something that is going to prevent somebody from doing anything. So look, I found the video. So this video was done September 13th, 2023. It got 3,296 views, and 21 comments. And it is the Dr. Crip show, 8 trays and 9 O's, rolling 90s. See, I didn't want to put verses in there. So you got to be conscious of stuff that you do, because it's not about that. So I just put the little logos. Well, we're going to go over that too, the logos. But I want to read some of these comments, man. You know, some of them. And I'm starting with some of the top ones. I clicked the newest button. So listen, this is what you got. You know, it's the sickness of the A-Tray Gangster Crips and the Rolling 90 Neighborhood Crips. So that is the title of that particular show, the sickness. So two TUBINGIT 1231. Deal with 3 weeks ago. Great, man. Ending the sickness. Thank you, brother. The Gorilla KU5VZ. And the only reason why I'm saying who you are, not to try to whatever, but you know, this is what it is. I you know, I'm not no entertainer. I'm not no pod personality. I'm not none of that. This show is here for the people. It's here to end gang violence. And if you made a comment, this is what you think, I have the right to say it. because I don't respond to people. I don't respond to comments, but I think everybody who leave great comments and support the show, it's all good. But I don't respond to nothing. I'm not part of that cycle like that. But if you want to be a super chat fan, like I said, super chat, and I can respond to you. This will probably be some of the only times that I'll be reading back comments and saying people, whoever. But if you want to be the super chat, I guess I can find out more about it. I believe it's $2.99, and hey, we can get the promotion going for you. Everything, that's not a problem. But yeah, this is the Gorilla KU5VZ. Sub Huster Nut. This Oklahoma clack sitting back watching Dr. Crip sitting in federal prison. Neighborhood 90s. Oklahoma black. My God. Now see, he know the truth. I'm not for sale. You cannot buy me. And just like I'm not going to believe what they say about you, because look, you sitting in prison, and the people who saying it, already got allegations and all kind of stuff, So, I mean, you in your sickness, brother. I hope you get out of it. You a hell of a dude, He one of them, but you already know. You already know me. I stand on my own, You could never buy me. You already know what's up. You seen firsthand how I get down, I ain't, money don't mean nothing to me. I'm not broke. Don't get it twisted. I don't. You remember our conversation at Bobby Womack House, You know what I'm saying? I thank you for the invitation and all that too. You know what I'm saying? But keep your head up, brother. I don't know how much time you got, but keep your head up, man. So Keith Lopez, 1782, 3 months ago. Oh, Oklahoma Black, that was 3 months ago. C Up Loke from NYC. Thank you, brother. New York, stand up. Giants, Jets. I hope not. Yeah, y'all had to like the Yankees for 1,000 years, man. Get somebody else some time. But thank you, brother, for the shots out. Oh, don't worry about it. Y'all finna get to it's some doozy 21 comments down here. You trust believe they all ain't gonna be, peaches and cream. EDG6IG6JP4S. 3 months ago, this is my first time hearing you, and it was good. We all in that fight. Thank you. I appreciate it. Man, thank you. Old soul with AC. Wait a minute. Old soul with a cold stroll. Old soul with a cold stroll 3 months ago. Are you originally from the Orchard side? Well, check this out. I was there in 85 as a child. You feel me? At one of them first, I wasn't there no 83 or none of that. I was still running around in 83, but in that 85, I was there as a young wannabe probably, but respect from my G homies, and I'm watching and just listening and looking, so I seen, different, because people think, it's two different sides, but one of those meetings in either 83 or 85, they was like, no more side. So I'm not from no side. I'm one of the ones through the whole history of 9-0 is when you ask that question, that's where I'm from. You feel me? That's me. Yeah. I'm from both sides. That's my, now individually, those sides, those people, that's why it's dysfunction, because people still carry those old years that they wasn't a part of in their thinking today and refuse to let stuff go, on both sides, whatever it is, which it shouldn't be no sides. Because if you ask those dudes that just did 28 and 29 and 25 that just came home, the real ones, they'll tell you, man, woo, 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 so I don't get involved in all that, but I grew up on Western my whole life, So the next question is BLAINELEE 8021. Blaney Lee, I guess, 3 months ago. This fool is an idiot. What? Listen, if I'm an idiot, homie, you tell me what to do. Come where your platform at. Go out there and stop violence. I don't know. Don't yell at me because I'm trying. I don't know what to do. I'm just doing whatever it is that God told me to do. That's what I'm doing. So don't get mad at me, man. If you got a relationship with him, ask him why you put this fool on social media, because I'm in the sickness. I just told you, don't put nobody else on in 2024. What else you want me to do, man? PK70Y3CK1L 3 months ago. I must take my hat off to the 90s, because no matter how small they was in the Crip module, they still banged and held their own, especially towards the Hoovers. Saw a lot of knockouts from the 90s on the Hoovers. Big Ghost was beating the Hoover Cats. Well, I'm pretty sure the homies took losses too, though. But I mean, far as small, yeah, that's what it is, I've been to jail 22 times, homie, and I always fighting that. It is what it is, Ghost, yes, he taught us all how to fight. I don't even know what else to say to that, but yeah, if you in that Crip module, that's because if you wasn't in there when it ended, I start coming to jail after it ended. So I never got to experience the module, So it was all broke up by the time I was coming. So but I was in there, handling my business, I've been in there 22 times, and it ain't never been easy. It's not the same what it is for these young dudes in there neither. It says Bruce Lee Wise. Whether y'all know it or not, Islam and Christianity religions are the Antichrist. The church pastors, the Islamic conglomerate, and the TV news reporters are all working together to keep y'all LA gang members divided. The shedding of blood by the gang culture are blood sacrifices to the devil, whom all the aforementioned pastors, Islam so-called elders, and news reporters get paid for keeping. Read more. Let me read the rest. Oh, he wrote a lot. Ew. Okay, let me see. Islam so-called elders and news reporters get paid for keeping y'all's blood beef going. They make sure that y'all stay divided and therefore ever conquer. The death and destruction benefits all these people way more than y'all realize. Hopefully one day, one of y'all will get strong enough to peep the game they've been running on y'all especially since the 92 riots. It's time to wake up, my brothers. Put the guns down and pick up the 613 commandments in the Holy Bible. We are all Israelites. We are not black people, brown people, Afro Americans, niggas or Negroes. The Most High Heavenly Father and our Holy Savior are all true bloodline inherited. If not, hell is hot and waiting for you all. That was Bruce Lee Wise 3 months ago. I can't speak to none of that, bro. But that's too political for me to get involved, and that don't mean that I'm stupid or I just don't know or none. It's just, it's a little bit too deep. I stay in my lane. So this one is, I know I'm supposed to have on my glasses, but I don't care about none of that. I don't want to wear them. NATHYLSNIP snipe SAKAYIPES. I can't even pronounce that, but it's Nathley Snipe Saka. I don't know. 7252. Great YouTube show last night on the Hood Postman podcast with Compton, California community influencers. Professor Melly Gibson as America's most polarizing indie talent. Oh, this is who it is. Nath, how you say his name? I don't know how. Nathal Snipes. NATHYL Snipes. That's who did this. Nathal Snipes offers a rare insight as to why he considered the king of the city with a much needed pivotal discussion about an area of topics. And you can click that. But I wonder who that is, Snipes. But I know I got the homie Snipe from the PJs. I don't know if that's him or not. Oh, it's a Read More too. Hold on. Read More. Oh, no. Yipes. The Game Entertainment something. But I don't know if that's the same Snipes. I wouldn't say that. I don't know. But, oh, he got a double one. Nathaniel Snipes. Salute from your Winston's Salam NC family, first Southern chapter of the Black Panther Party, 1969-100. That's the same dude, so maybe that's where he from out there. Good looking, brother. I tried to, do whatever I could. I ain't good at reading all that stuff like that yet, but I'll get to you. Don't worry about it. Okay, this next one is Jim Flips. 4774 3 months ago, lost her life and you found something funny. You the weirdo. There we go. Listen, you may think it's like it's weird or whatever, but when your mind is adapted to something, I can't think of that guy. Who told me that? Somebody tried to tell me that why I laugh. Because it's the only outlet that I have to let you know that it's so serious that it's actually funny that this stuff is happening. But in order for you to understand it, you will have to come from that lane or that atmosphere or with them to understand. Even if you dealing with some of the same elements of me, but you're in a different area. So the Denver Lanes Bloods is not going to laugh at what me in the 90s might laugh at with my homies. but they dealing with the same stuff. And we may not laugh at what they laugh at, but we also may laugh at something that's common, stuff like that. That's, morbid and weird and understand it, but it's just part of the sickness, man. So let it go. It's part of the sickness. That's just part of the sickness. I understand that lady lost her life. That's why I'm explaining to you how she lost her life and why she lost her life, for sickness, behind sickness. That's why. And it's funny because nobody is listening. Nobody is paying attention. Nobody is saying anything about it. Nobody cares about it. Nobody is trying to stop it. Now, look at your boy. Who the only one out here doing what I'm doing? Go point to some other people. It's all kind of platforms. My platform is Crips, Bloods, End the Sickness. That's it. I don't have no other fight. Give me another fight. Tell me something else to fight about. And then I won't laugh no more or something. But I got a funny sense of humor. I shouldn't even been a gangbanger. Flips, Jim, I shouldn't even been one. I could have been a basketball player, a comedian, I could have been working somewhere, getting, $80,000, $100,000 a year job or something. So it's that type of stuff is morbid, funny. You ever heard of dark comedy? It's the same thing. It's just like a dark comedy, That's what it is. People out here dying, losing their life. Is not funny, but if you in the mix of it, then you will understand. But I guess these people here were trying to explain, I don't know, or agree with you, or they were trying to explain to you. But you have 4 replies, I see, and say, obviously you missed the point of what he was saying, shaking my head. And that person was Flatland Productions 2 months ago. I thank you, Flatland. I can't say no more better than you, but I do understand, Jim Flips, what you're saying. I don't think it makes me a weirdo. I think a weirdo is somebody that molests kids and and beat children up and put kids on gangs and introduce kids to drugs that's 12 and 13. That's what I think is weirdo. See what I'm saying? Your impression of a weirdo and my impression of a weirdo is 2 totally different things. My impression of a weirdo is, why he up here knowing that he can't fight, but you trying to fit so hard in and it's finna cause commotion. That's my thing of a weirdo, or somebody that you rape women. I don't understand that. I ain't never had to rape a woman in my life. I ain't never had that thought, that urge. Now, I might wrestle with you like, hey, what's up, baby? Come on, take your belt off. What's happening? Hey, take your belt off. I mean, if she's like, no. Listen, come back later. No, I ain't coming back later. Take your belt off right now. Man, no, stop. Come back later. Listen, you ain't got to come back at all. All right. I'm not finna rape nobody, but that's my idea of a weirdo. You feel me? So please, I'm sorry, Jim Flips, if I offended you. But Dark Prince 07, y'all so slow, shaking my head. Flatline Productions, people on TV, people on YouTube are so slow. Dark Prince again. Yet you're in another comment laughing at Nat bashing. You're the weirdo. See, I don't understand that part right there. Then that ended. That was 2 months ago. Then G-Man 4306 3 months ago. All y'all naps on YouTube. See, now he a real A-Tray. And you reach out, do something. Go stop the A-Tray. You don't want to. You don't want it, man. You don't want to do it no more. I could tell. Do something. You know, either you can't do something or you want to do something. That's why you responded. You either fit in one of the other categories that your name, your rank, who you are, you gotta be from A Trey. You know what I'm saying? Don't not be from A Trey and y'all that bashing. See, we don't need them. We don't need them. And if you really from A Trey, you don't want to see your homies keep dying and going to prison and all that. Man, dude, come outside, bro. Oh, see, Jim Flip, see, Nat bashing on YouTube. See, I don't know what it is, Jim Flips. He's mad about something. I don't know what you're mad about. But see, y'all getting into it. Jim Flips, YouTube, the streets, the county, the pen, the county building, the gym, Nat bashing anywhere. G-Man. See, G-Man might be one of them dudes. See, we need to get at him. He need to be a gang interventionist. I'm gonna get you, G-Man. You getting got. G-Man, I'm gonna get you. But I just wanted to read some of the comments. I was trying to go as much as I could, but this is Dr. Crip. I hope everybody is happy. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is doing a thing. But like I said, we need to get involved. G-Man, go tell the A-Trays don't put nobody else on A-Tray Gangster no more. Hell no, we finna go roll over and shoot all. See, that's why we gotta stop people like you. Get on board. You need to be on our side. We need you. Come from behind the camera, man. So come behind the keyboard, man. Get on. And to help end the violence, end the sickness, man. That's what we're trying to do with the Dr. Crip Show. So I like to thank everybody who made a comment on that. You know, that's a big video I see. But people don't understand that the war between the A-Trays and the 9-0s, that's a 30-year war, man. Maybe plus, like the 6-0s. But, you know, if the Hoovers, the A-Trays, the 6-0s, the 9-0s, and the 100s, and that's in that section right there, those are all gangs that's immediately in that section. All of the 100s with the Raymonds, you know, the 9-0s, you know, the Hoovers, the A-Trays, you know, in the 60s. If all them got together, homie, for real, they can have an effect, like a domino effect. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but it'll be a jump start. You know, you got to start somewhere to do something, man, because you ain't gonna be able to keep going into, you know, these years that's coming upon us, especially if you're in my bracket. You know, I got God on my side. That's why I still look good. That's why I still on swole. Listen, I'm getting down. Listen, man, I'm about to be like a little light 2 something, man, like 220 or something. You know, looking real good, you know, feeling good. You got to take care of yourself because you never know if you get hit with 6 bullets, man, how your body gonna respond to that if you don't got God on your side. You feel me? Never look like I got touched, baby. Fingers and everything still work. It got some numbness in there, though. Because I got shot in the hands. I got shot in the head. You feel me? See the scar right there? Twice in the head. It was twice in the head. Once in the head, top, one in the front. Twice, both hands. Twice in the thing. So that dude was really trying to do his job for whatever. But you think, why are you wasting all that energy on your G homie that ain't no snitch, ain't never turned down no fades, ain't got no smut on him with no homies, ain't put nobody in jail? Who, you know, that's a $1 million question, homie. Why did you do that to the homie? You feel me? Why did you do that to a real G? And you ain't even got 10 years in your gang. You ain't even got 10 years over there. So you got to ask yourself these questions, man. What is going on with this youth? What are they thinking? What is happening with them? And how is it going to affect you and your life with you and your family? Because I know how it's going to affect me and mine. They were screaming, now you ain't got to go back over there. You know, yeah, all right. But it don't stop nothing. Look where I'm at. And we going to the top. You know, now we can come back and help people. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. And I ain't mad at nobody. I'm not mad at not a soul. We just trying to do God's work. That's what's going on over here, man. So, you know, but like I said, with the A trays and the 9 O's, you know, that's a, you know, it was a guy. Let's go back in history a few years ago. I believe the guy name was Mark Gordon. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was running for mayor. He was a black dude. He used to be working for Rocky Delgado. Remember him? Rocky Delgado? He did all that stuff with the gangs. He put up all them, he locked a lot of gangs out their neighborhoods. He part of that, you know, keep your neighborhood, you know, the warrant. You know, what they was doing, like they did to the show lines and all that. Remember all that? Dude was, you know, he part of that camp, but, you know, anyway, they was doing something at Jesse Owens, and I forget who called me and said, man, look, we want you to meet Mark Gordon, man. He running for mayor. He needs your help. I think he was running against Viragosa. I'm not sure. Like, man, you know, you need your help, bro. As a matter of fact, he gonna be in your hood today, man. Go up there and holler at him, talk to him. He already know. We already told him you gonna come up there and talk to him and everything. So I'm like, all right, I'll go up there. So I went up to Jesse Owens. We had a little event on the field, and he was out there trying to solicit people to vote for him and all type of stuff like that. So, you know, like, hey, how you doing? And I told him, I said, listen, man, you see that church on the corner right there, Western and 98th? I said, I've been over here before that church was built. That whole lot was something totally different, man. A bakery that my family used to eat food at and go get cakes and pie. It was a furniture store that we bought furniture out of for spots and everything. We used to keep them people in business. Furniture, everything. Gentrification, you know, times came and, you know, that building, you know, after the riots was burnt down and everything. And up pops this church right here. You know, bought that whole, I guess they bought the lot or whatever, and up popped this church. Do you know, to this day, when that was 20-something years ago, and that church had been there almost 20 years, not quite 20 years then. But I said, man, do you know that I don't know nobody at that church? This church has never walked in this park and asked to, you know, to connect with the people in the park and you know, to do stuff or whatever. And even down the line, he was like, is that right? I said, man, it's churches like that that's supposed to be in the community. I said, man, they don't know nobody over here. And if they do, I don't know nothing about it. And I'm the number one dude to talk to about gang intervention in this park, because I'm the bridge. I'm the one God gonna send to bridge the gap, to make it all come together, to stick like glue, so you can reach the youth over here, you know, to even get them to go to that church. But I guess they got their own type of congregation, or they got their own members, and they don't need no outside help from nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what kind of church is set up in a neighborhood and don't never do nothing, you know? And what I was told, sometimes you try to go over there, you know, you got to be a member, this and that. So I never even ever worked with that church. Just what I was telling Mark Gordon. I said, but look, this church is directly in the hood. If you think about it, it's a church this size, or maybe just a little bit smaller, in every single hood that got a major beef. It's a church, like 2 churches, one on each side of the major beefs of all of Los Angeles. This church on 98th and that church down there on 79th and Western. They both churches. Now, what fraction of church denomination, I don't know. But do that prevent them from communicating with each other to say, hey, I got the 9-0s on my side. You got the 8-trays on your side. Let's work together to try to bring the violence down just between them. I told that to Mark Gordon as he was running for mayor. I said, man, you need to go over there and talk to them people. Then you need to go down there in 79th and you need to tell 79th to say, hey, look, I got some people down there from A-Tray I can call that's with it. That's real hitters from A-Tray. Ain't got none of that on their jackets, none of that. They real gangsters, homie. Real ETG, 8-Tray gangster would tell you that in front of 106 O's, 109 O's. Niggas ETG, them type of dudes that's down there right now ready to work with us. And you mean to tell me that we don't got that? We can't get the two churches that's in this neighborhood that's beefing with this neighborhood to work together. I said we come up with, give them each of us, we do it one time at this church, one time at the church 79. You feel me? Have 4 people, in that church, well-known people. Stand up, acknowledge them in the church, boom, and let them exchange gifts. This is what the 8-Trays giving to the 9-0. This is what the 9-0s giving to the 8-Trays. And it's full gift cards and grocery stores and all that type of stuff that families can use. Gift cards for shoes, clothing, all that good stuff. Yeah. But the thing that you connected is this. Now, them 2 dudes at 16 that know, oh, I was in camp with him. Fuck him on gangster, fuck him, fuck nachos. But look, got him in church. Like, yeah, now when they see each other, they got that. Like, So when they see each other out in traffic, maybe that will slow them down from trying to bust or do something because they was part of that exchange. You don't know how it's going to happen, but it got to take place is what I'm saying. The exchange got to take place. And until you start doing stuff like that between these neighborhoods that are rivals with each other, we're not going to get nowhere. They have to interlock and communicate with each other on different levels, man. It don't take the whole hood. They got to start small, pecking orders to where people is knowing that, hey, man, look, the 8-Trays and the 9-0s, man, they did something. And make it known to everybody that it's not a bad thing. Because my neighborhood is one of those neighborhoods. They shoot you over stupid stuff. Oh, he trying to get along with the 8-Trays. My homies asked me, man, you making a beef with you created or something? Nah, man, I didn't do nothing. I just said, bring out all the Crips and Bloods who want to vote. And the 8-Tray showed up because they want to make a change about voting. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh, man, niggas saying that man, don't listen to what people are saying. Focus on what's going on, the event. That's why when you put them in a safe environment, church, people, they will understand and grasp the concept of, hey, we in a church. Yeah, I already make it no guns, and come inside. Front row. Like I said before on the 8-Tray thing, Farrakhan, when he came down here, he went to 79th and Western. The 9-0s was in the park trying to get in there to see him talk. We can't just pull up on 79th and Western. Man, bring that thing out there, shoot. It's going to be a massacre. We got to get security in there. But who should be in the front row? 9-0s, 8-Trays. Why come talk to us about anything? We need to be in the front row. if the fight is the BSVs and the full trade gangsters and the church, two churches work together, man. You know, is it that hard? I don't understand. Is it really that hard? So we got to do more in 2024. No more in 2024. Let's just start with that. All gangs. No more in 2024. No more in 2024, man. No more Bloods, no more Crips. We don't need no more. No more in 2024. This Dr. Crip, man.
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. My